guys, how are you doing? My name is Sona Bayrami and welcome to Master English, where I teach you all about English language in American English. This video is part 3 of Learn English with Wednesday, episode 1. Many of you may ask why we're still in episode 1. We are being slow because I am very meticulous about all the points and I teach you all the expressions, idioms, words, sentences without missing a single one. So that's why I think episode 1 of Wednesday is going to be 5 parts or 5 videos without skipping anything. And after part 5, we're going to start episode 2. Be sure to tell me in the comments if you are satisfied with this or not. I mean, being kind of slow with Wednesday. And please don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more lessons. So without wasting time, let's get started.
After our last session, I had to take a 6-month sabbatical.
She had to take a 6-month sabbatical. She had to take a 6-month sabbatical. To take a sabbatical. Sabbatical means an extended period of time away from work, granted to an employee for study, for travel, and personal growth. They can be paid or unpaid. They range from 4-week break to months-long period away from work. How to use sabbatical in a sentence? You should say, take a sabbatical. For example, several professors will be taking sabbaticals this year. She returned to work after a 2-year sabbatical.
After our last session, I had to take a 6-month sabbatical.
I hope we can forge a relationship based on trust and mutual respect.
I hope we can forge a relationship based on trust and mutual respect. To forge a relationship. If a person or an institution forges an agreement or a relationship they created with a lot of hard work and hoping it will be strong or lasting. The Prime Minister is determined to forge a good relationship with America's new leader. So in simple words, to forge a relationship means to create or to shape a relationship. Mutual respect. Mutual respect. Mutual respect is reciprocity of respect between two or more people. For example, I respect you and your values, and you respect mine in return. This is called mutual respect. It is an essential foundation for every healthy relationship. It also plays a wider role in the workplaces. There's a great deal of mutual respect between our countries.
I hope we can forge a relationship based on trust and mutual respect. Everything said in these sessions is strictly confidential.
Everything said in these sessions is strictly confidential. Confidential means intended to be kept secret. Okay? So if something is confidential, you're not supposed to tell anyone about it. It is private and you're not supposed to blab about it. All the information will be treated as strictly confidential. This arrangement must be kept confidential.
Everything said in these sessions is strictly confidential.
Editors are short-sighted, fear-based life forms.
Short-sighted. Short-sighted. The first meaning of short-sighted refers to an eye condition. A short-sighted person can only clearly see the objects that are close to them, okay? I have to wear glasses because I am very short-sighted. The second meaning of short-sighted is not thinking enough about how an action will affect future. It is very short-sighted of the government not to invest in technological research.
Editors are short-sighted, fear-based life forms. I've always been open to constructive criticism.
I've always been open to constructive criticism. Criticism is the act of giving your opinion or your judgment about the bad or good qualities of something or someone. This is called criticism. And constructive means helping to improve and promoting further advancement or development. So, these two words next to each other, constructive criticism, means a form of feedback which is positive and it helps to improve a behavior or a performance. So, if I tell you that I'm open to constructive criticism, it means that you can criticize me, you can give me any advice, and I will not take it to heart, I will not get upset, and I will use it in order to improve myself, in order to improve my behavior or performance.
I've always been open to constructive criticism.
Why don't we dig into that?
Why don't we dig into that? Why don't we dig into that? Dig into something means try to find information about something. Try to find out about something secret or unknown. He had been digging into her past. The detectives dug into his past and learned that he had once lived in another country.
Why don't we dig into that?
That's on a need-to-know basis.
That's on a need-to-know basis. On a need-to-know basis is such a nice idiom. If you tell people something on a need-to-know basis, you only tell them the facts that they need to know at the moment and nothing more. If you ask me something and I reply, that's on a need-to-know basis, I mean the information will remain secret or hidden until it is needed to be known. So, in case of necessity, if the need arises, I will tell you about it. This means that's on a need-to-know basis.
That's on a need-to-know basis. I'll sweeten the pot.
I'll sweeten the pot. I'll sweeten the pot. To sweeten the pot. To sweeten the pot. It means to make something more alluring, more attractive, especially from a financial perspective. For example, he was still unsure whether he wanted the job, so the company offered to sweeten the pot with an excellent pension plan. Don't be afraid to sweeten the pot with a little bit of pocket money if your kids are really unwilling to do the chores. So in simple words, to sweeten the pot means to make something more desirable and more tempting.
I'll sweeten the pot. Potato, potato.
Potato, potato. These are two different ways to pronounce one word. But actually, it's also an idiom. It's an expression which means it doesn't matter for us. One thing is just like another one. Basically, that is not a dragon. That's a dinosaur. Potato, potato. What difference does it make? By saying potato, potato, we mean that the two things that have been mentioned in the conversation may seem different to each other, but actually they are the same thing. If you don't like to say potato, you can also say tomato, tomato, which has also the same meaning.
Potato, potato. If the buckled shoe fits.
If the buckled shoe fits. The complete form of this idiom is, if the shoe fits, wear it. If the shoe fits, wear it. Here the shortened version is used, if the shoe fits. If the shoe fits means if any negative or insulting description or criticism applies to you, you should accept it. It is often used in regards to negative descriptions or things that people would rather not believe about themselves. Some people say that I am really negative and critical. If the shoe fits, wear it.
If the buckled shoe fits,